It's not about just what we're against, but what we're for. And Theresa May actually has an opportunity tomorrow to be more open. I think she's been very guarded. I think she has an opportunity to actually talk to party leaders, not just Jeremy Corbyn, but look at ways in which we can look at what we want out of Brexit rather than what we don't want. And I think in that way, I think, to be honest, your viewers and the British people don't want us snarling at each other for the next 2 years or more. No, they want us to get a deal, the best deal.
But hang on, but all this, we're all going to be happy campers together, as you know.
I'm not saying it's going to be easy.
It's going to be impossible, as you know, but also...
impossible.
I don't really understand why Labour would want to do that anyway, because haven't you got potentially a fantastic opportunity here? You've got a new Prime Minister who's inexperienced, inheriting what many think is one of the great hospital passes of all time. She's putting all her eggs on red, the hard Brexit. If it comes up black and it turns out to be a bit of a disaster, you guys should be all over this like a rash, shouldn't you? But here's the problem. To do that successfully and to seize power from chaos if it happens, you're going to have to position yourselves right now as something alternative, aren't you? No, because the Labour Party, under Jeremy Corbyn, Keir Starmer leads on this, has made it very clear that we will be leaving the European Union. Keir Starmer and Jeremy Corbyn, I have said myself that I'll be voting in favour of Article 50. I think there'll be a majority in Parliament on that, whatever happens with the Supreme Court action that's taking place. And also, the Labour Party has said we want to get the best deal possible, with as full as access to the single market, but also tackling immigration. But hang on, Piers, hang on, with respect, Piers, also... There's not going to be any access to the single market, is there?
Yes, of course there will be access.
Not in the way that we understand it.
Well, I think that's what I just said, didn't I? I'm not denying that. It will not be the same as we understand at the moment, because at the moment, being in the single market means you have to allow freedom of movement as it stands at the moment.
Which isn't going to happen.
So, I believe part of what can help our country, but also to get away from the sort of, entrenchment that we've had between Leave and Remain camps, is to come together, Brexit together, in a way in which we can address fundamentally some of these issues. Now, I believe there is a deal to be had. Theresa May is in the driving seat to get people on the bus. She needs to be more open and more detailed about what's about. But there will have to be, I believe, compromise. The people who voted on concerns about immigration may not get everything they want, and those who feel it should be in the single market, well, they're not going to get everything they want either. But there is a deal to be struck here, and part of getting that deal is making sure whether you voted Remain or Leave, we can work together.
I'm not remotely convinced, given that we got absolutely nothing out of the European Union when they thought we were staying in.
But we're leaving.
We're going to get... Exactly.
We're leaving, and they import to us. They've got something out of that as well.
Yeah, but we're not going to be doing deals with the European Union as an entity. We won't be having part of the single market. Theresa May's right. You're in or you're out.
Well, I don't think that is completely the case, because I think there are many areas, and that's what we've said today, this move to try and find a way to bring the camps of Leave and Remain together. And, these are strong views on both parts. I voted Remain. Others who are supporting this initiative today voted Leave. We're all saying it's not going to be the same, and it can't be the same, because the British people would think that's a cheat. But it is about getting the best deal possible. And I do believe that actually we can work towards, if we get our act together in this country, something that allows us as much access as possible to the single market, but at the same time recognises a different relationship with the European Union going forward.
OK. Caroline, thank you very much indeed.
Welcome.
I'd like your optimism on Blue Monday. That I will give you.
I'm wearing a blue shirt. I'm optimistic about it, yeah. Exactly.